Hey everyone! What's up? We've made it out of the swamps. And now we're back in the dungeon of Dynamaxing with adventures. Do I need to spend my ore? Yeah, I guess I could. Not that there's, you know, much in this shop worth buying. Yeah, we're gonna do some Dynamax adventures tonight, chat. Random route, the huge. And then tomorrow, I think, is the Outbreak event. We'll be checking that out. Do I need to charge my phone? No, it's okay. And I already have 858 Premier Balls. It's not like I need more. I'll just keep buying more Beast Balls that I'll never use. I did not mean to open that Pokédex. The shiny drought is still, well... I guess I had good luck with the Safari Week. They weren't new shinies, but I still had good luck, so I don't know where I stand on that. I guess I'll say it's still been a while since the new shiny for my living dex has shown up. See if that changes tonight. Okay, we'll get started in just a second. Poiple's just standing there, well, floating there, menacingly. I feel like I haven't been back here in so long. I mean, it hasn't really been that long. It hasn't been that long. Safari Week was kind of a nice, getaway. Alright, well you guys know the drill. We're just doing a starting warm-up run, and then I'll open the lobby in the runs after this, if anyone wants to join. Let's see who we have first. Why does Graplock sound like that? Hey, we got Kingler in front of us. Well, that won't help considering this is Tapu Koko. Okay. Alright, we're starting off with a Koko. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Naturally, I don't see really anything that great on the route. It feels like the game goes... Okay, we have a Alolan Persian. The greatest of them all. The game goes out of its way to give us no-type advantages sometimes. It really feels like that. Alright, this is actually a little bit scary. You watched the K-pop Demon Slayer movie? Was it good? Lazga. Gotta have me a Frostlass. Yeah, I heard it was good. Okay, the Butterfree's going for Rage Powder. I don't know about that one. See, when Amoonguss goes for Rage Powder, it makes sense, because it's a big tanky mush. Okay, the Graplock hit a Focus Blast. Alright, okay. We'll take that. You know you have a good bug move. You could help us out with Butterfree instead of just getting yourself killed. Oh, the grab block missed. You win some, you lose some, I guess. I mean, usually you lose some with Focus Blast. Usually with Focus Blast, you miss a lot. Hey, there's the pollen puff we were looking for. Nice. Alright, gotta throw a Lux Ball at this wonderful specimen we're fighting. It's weird to not have the swamp layout anymore. I gotta get used to the old one again. Who are we? Okay, we're fighting Tapu Koko. I wish I could take Sean's Sanaconda. Sean. People always say Martin's the worst NPC. I have a counter argument to that. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Berserk. I really want this Butterfree. I mean, Martin. Listen. Actually, I'm gonna take this. Frostlass is not. Oh, okay. Chat's favorite Pokemon. Let's go. Perfect. It's Digger's Bee time, everybody. Hooray! I mean, actually very helpful against Koko and Berserker. Stomping Tantrum. But yeah, to answer your question, Galaxy, about the... Are they actually suing? Or did they just say they were thinking about it? Yeah, there goes Butterfree. Who would have thought Butterfree would cost us a life? Who would have thought? Any Pokemon news? I don't think so. Nothing I've seen. I mean, if they do, I guess I wish them luck. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're on the first run of the night, and it's Tapu Koko at the end. Hello, hello. The Butterfree's Pollen Puff just killed the Berserker. Okay. Sure. Alright. Wait a second. I just realized we just fought a Alolan Persian into Berserker. That's very funny. Oops, all Meowths. We just need regular Persian here and we'll have the trio. We just need regular... Persian is in here. It could happen. And Martin decided not to take it. Okay. Okay, I didn't notice a Alolan Dougie up here. That works. Although, again, the Butterfree is gonna probably cost us a life here. I think I hatched Rufflet for the 4th years ago. I think we'll just end up doing the, we'll take leftovers. I think we'll just end up doing the Pikachu clone outbreak tomorrow. Look at Martin. So dapper. At least Martin's not disgusting to look at. Like some of the other NPCs in this game. Alright, I hate to take the max right now, but I need this Butterfree to not die. Watch these clowns not take this. What's up, Gerald? We're out of the swamps and into the lair. Yeah, let him know, Diggersby. This is a female Diggersby. Okay, well, actually it was the Graplock that cost us a life. A Focus Blast too close to the sun. Graplock is kind of a terrible Pokemon. Kind of unreal that they gave it Focus Blast. Just not great. I feel like it's always a cause of problems in some of these runs. Oh yeah, it was just Canada Day. Where's my there we are. I got lost for a sec. I could have used Lux Ball on all these Pokemon. So we fought a Lowland Persian, Berserker, and then a Lowland Dug trio. I guess it's a... Why do I feel like that's happened before? When we fought Tapu Koko, it's like all the Gen 7 Pokemon pop out. I swear... Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Thank you, Martin. Bless. No, wait. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I wish the Graplock was gone, but it's... Oh, well, we do only have 2 hearts left. Uh-oh. Normally get explosion to represent fireworks exploding. Oh, that's fun. You saying that made me think of Blacephalon. That would be a good shiny hunt for the 4th of July. Too bad I already have it. Aw, heck. It's gonna take Aw, heck. It's gonna take forever to Dynamax. And the Graplock's already 1 hit away from death. That's great. Muddy water. Didn't even get the accuracy drop. Well, that's gonna kill. That was a crit. I was like, wow, that did a lot of damage. Well, now I know why. Okay, I'm immune. And the Graplock. Oh, God, Graplock sucks so bad. Ugly ass. Get out of here. You're gonna cost us the run. No. Why are you going for Calm Mind? Just attack. Like I said, Sean's the worst one. We just need Dougie to get an attack in. Oh, I probably should have went for Quick Attack. Would that have killed? It doesn't matter. We won. Woo! Alright. That got a little scary. GG, I guess. G on the G. Alright, Koko, listen. Listen. The other Tapus, they've been waiting for you for so long. Please. Come home. Aw. How much money have I wasted on Lux Balls on Tapu Koko, I wonder? How many thousands of Poke Dollars have I flushed down the Rotom toilet on frickin' Tapu Koko? I don't have any- I haven't had the time to get any love balls either, so if Kyogre or Palkia show up tonight, they're going in heels. It's so obnoxious. I will forever resent them for making the apricorn balls so difficult to get. Alright, but if anyone's around, feel free to join up. If not, we'll keep doing solo runs. Challenging Nintendo's new end-user license agreement. Interesting. Speaking of Nintendo, I saw that, pretty ironic considering Microsoft fired thousands of people today. But the Nintendo top dogs at the company, you can see how, I guess they're taking a pay decrease. It's crazy how little all the top people at Nintendo make compared to all the people at Sony, the top people at Sony or Microsoft. Like, whatever Phil Spencer is making is likely way more than people like Miyamoto. Miyamoto apparently makes 1.4 million, which is not a small sum. That is still a lot of money, and that's of course in USD, not yen. I think it's like 2 million something yen, which is like 1.4 million USD. But I imagine for companies like Microsoft or Sony, it's preposterous to take a pay cut if you're the top dogs at the company. Yeah, 9,000 employees. Good old Microsoft. They've made such great decisions. What a well-run company. Swine. Oh, that's Munchlax. Why did I say Swinub? Swinub's not even in here. I mean, I've seen some people framing this as like, Nintendo's such a good guy. They're not a greedy company like Microsoft, and it's like, okay, man, maybe don't go that far. all these giant corporations have. It's Tapu Koko again. Okay, all these corporations have stuff to criticize. Again, I don't know why so many people think in like black and white terms. One company is good, the other company is bad. Like, no? No, that was Sony. Concord is Sony. Like, at the end of the day, Nintendo also would like to make a lot of money. That's what these companies do. I know Whalmer wants to make giant dollary-doos. We have the Ditto Whalmer on our field, that's amazing. That's all I've seen today, Galaxy. They fired, they're laying off 9,000 employees. It also looks like the way that Microsoft fumbled Rare should be written in the history books. Just so awful. Like, there really is nothing left of Rare anymore. Yeah, stop bullying the multi-billion-dollar corporations, please. They have feelings too. Don't be mean. I feel like we're being a little mean to this Whalmer right now, to be honest. What's funny too, I think it was Phil who put out a statement that's like, Microsoft is doing great. Anyway, we're firing like 7,000 people. 9,000 people. It's like, fuck you. What a soulless corporate statement to make. What is wrong with all these people? Yeah, the Greg Malis, Banjo-Kazooie Sea of Thieves director, leaves Rare after 35 years following the Everwild cancellation. "35 years! Can you imagine working at a place for 35 years and then they toss you out like garbage? Yeah, number must go up. These cumbersome employees making their products are too much for the company. We gotta fire everybody so number can go up. What's up, Joey? Wasn't Sea of Thieves like super successful for them? That's so disrespectful. Yeah, I'm sure Phil and all the people at the top are gonna have a nice pay package that's not gonna be revealed. They also canceled the Perfect Dark reboot, which was shaping up to be pretty cool. Just a legendary fumble of Rare. Everything Microsoft has bought up and touched has honestly gone to shit. They should have never been allowed to buy Activision Blizzard. That's another consistent problem that keeps coming back for them. You played Yeah, everybody I know who's played Sea of Thieves has loved it. I like the toy boat stuck on Garbodor. Like, what are they doing? Really? They're never gonna have any games to put out because they keep firing and closing all the studios. How do you hope to succeed in the gaming market if you have no games? I think a lot of Dynamax people got fired too, which is the parent company of Bethesda. Can they just, like, sell off their IPs at this point to somebody who cares? Give Banjo-Kazooie to someone else. Okay, we got a Alolan Marowak, Pin, and who's the grass type? I can't see. Is that Lilligant? What's funny is that I watched an interesting video the other day about the latest Dragon Age game. What is it called? Veilguard. Every video game has the most generic name. I can never remember them. I think it was gonna be called Dreadwolf. And then they changed it to a more generic name. Well, that game turned out like a disaster mess. And guess what? Guess why, chat? Because EA originally wanted it to be a live service game. And it has a lot of quirky Marvel dialogue. You know, that just happened. Because they wanted it to be lighter in tone for a live service model. And by the time they changed the scope of the game, it was too late. Isn't that just wonderful? Oh, man. What can you even say? Like, what can you even say to that? I feel bad for Dragon Age fans. That's likely it for that franchise for a long time. And that's how it went out. What's up, Hatman? Talk about a bummer. Talk about a real bummerino. I mean, some of the dialogue from that Dragon Age game was appallingly awful. I think if I was a hardcore fan, that would have given me an aneurysm. Yeah, the age of quips is long over. And they even knew that. There was like I think there was a Bloomberg article that came out recently about that Dragon Age game. About how quippy games are no longer mainstream. But it was too late. It was too late. They couldn't fix it. EA already wanted the game out the door, and the game had to be delayed. It's incredible how every video game company, except for a very select few, fell into the live service trap. Almost every single one lost so much money on live service garbage. Or having to shift because live service games were flopping like crazy. What's up, Midnight? Like, they've all done it. There are 50 canceled live service games. Ugh. Yeah, you could also look at stuff like what became of Bungie and all these other companies. Like, that stuff has been so bad. Sony in the 50 canceled live service games. Alright, we can just Psychic with Raichu. We still have a little bit of, resistance here. Live service games are just... You have to have the perfect ingredients for a live service game. Like, if you're not a Fortnite or an equivalent like that, you are just not gonna succeed anymore. Game? Okay, sometimes that black screen scares me. Like, I'm about to see a everybody got disconnected message. As we know, the online is held together with paper clips. Alright, Raichu. It just blows my mind that the EA executive said that the... Well, first of all, that they wanted a Dragon Age live service game. And second of all, I'm not super familiar with the franchise, but even I know that it's like a, you know, rather serious toned fantasy franchise. How did they think that would work? These people are paid so, at the top are paid so much money, and then they just don't know dick shit. They don't know jack squat. Let's take our overly serious fantasy franchise and turn it into a quippy MCU level dialogue game. I'm sure everybody's gonna love that. John EA getting paid like $30 million a year. What's up, Yeti? Yeah, Garbodor hit the gunk. Get gunked, Tapu Koko. Sometimes I forget Tapu Koko's fairy type, and it's like, oh yeah, poison is in fact good here. Oh no, I see Dave Filoni. Again, I just feel bad for Dragon Age fans. What an absolute bummer to have your franchise end like that. What an absolute bummer. Some at Lucasfilm / Disney feel like he might be too steeped in Star Wars lore. GG's. I mean, I feel like that's a fair assessment. I've definitely heard a lot of, again, I don't go here, but I've heard a lot of criticism for some of the stuff Filoni's done. Alright, let's see. Battle Revolution announcer, can you give us some luck?
Surskit is sent out.
Alright, well. I wish Surskit was here. No purple whale, no shiny trash, no shiny plant lady, and no Koko. Dang. Alright, so we fought Tapu Koko and Tapu Koko. Who's next? Who are next? By the power of Surskit. Ah. I mean, I don't know if I agree. I feel like you can have somebody be too deep. Again, I don't go here, so I don't really know all that much about all that, but I understand where they're coming from, I guess. I'll take Gastrodon. When they fired Henry Cavill from The Witcher, is that why he got fired? I thought it was a scheduling conflict. What's up, Silver? Oh, you're at Anime Expo, Jaded? That's cool. Alright, got Glory Weezing in front of us. It's Articuno. Okay. We haven't seen Kuno in a while. We have not seen the RT of Kuno. Yeah, everything out of Bonanza looks fun. Your honeymoon on the beach. Oh, congrats, Silver. Have fun. You get to yell at people to stand in line. Go for Rock Tomb. Well, the thing with Veilguard is that EA wanted it to be a live service game. And so it has a lot of quippy MCU-ass dialogue. Because by the time they pivoted to having it not be a live service game, it was too late. They didn't put the buffalo sauce on the pizza for shame. Shame. The pizza, He-Man, the pizza! Eat it! A chicken pizza. A chicken pizza with no spice? Criminal. The Meat Freak? That's a good name. That clip, yeah, it's such a good clip. I love Joel. That felt like destiny when he came across a He-Man. The pizza He-Man. I mean, I have Rock Tomb. Alright, Martin took it. A new glitch in Scarlet Violet? Oh no, what happened now? Have I seen any hype from people about the new Smurfs movie? The only thing I've seen about the new Smurfs movie is people making fun of it. Nick Offerman is Ken. Ken Smurf. Floating Terra raids? I mean, Terra raids are already a nightmare of bugs and graphical glitches, so the fact that it's a Terra raid does not surprise me. You got disconnected? Oh, don't worry about it. Zendaya is Michi. That list of casts, like the Smurfs thing, just kept going and going and going and going. I didn't even realize this, but the Smurf... I know! I ask that every time this franchise gets resurrected, Jaded. Why do we keep going back to the Smurfs? Who actually likes this franchise? But I think it's, Smurfs. Yeah, it's Belgian. Did you know that, chat? I didn't know that. It's a Belgian comic. Can they take it back? Belgium, have it back. We don't want it anymore. Having a hard time finishing Scarlet Violet playing on this first Switch. Yeah, the performance can definitely be rough. Among other things. So they can have AI voice cast. I assume that would be up to the estate of the family. Yeah, I've never understood the appeal of the Smurfs, personally. They're all identical looking characters except for the one girl character. And they have that dumpy evil wizard. Okay. I don't know, maybe I'm not up to date on my deepest Smurf lore. Maybe I need to go to Smurf school and educate myself about the Smurfs. Every Smurfs movie has done this. Remember the one with Neil Patrick Harris in live action? Every few years, Hollywood just decides to reboot the Smurfs and throw like some darts at a board at whatever celebrity is popular at the time. Oh, I didn't watch the- I didn't even know that, I didn't even know that they were making a new animated Cat in the Hat. I didn't watch the trailer. How does it look? They should have just brought back Mike Myers and made an insano sequel to that first one. Cowards. They killed Thing 2 and gave us Thing 3. I did see that. I mean, sure, I guess. Okay, we've dropped 2 people. We have 2 NPCs in the party now. I don't think they're allowed to make live-action Dr. Seuss movies anymore. I think they have to be animated. But you know what? That's a fair call. Kling Klang's Dynamax cry kind of goes hard. The echoey sound of gears. Pretty cool. You got disconnected? Oh, don't worry about it. Do I prefer Sword and Shield or Scarlet Violet UI? Sword and Shield. I think a lot of the UI choices in Scarlet and Violet are extremely bad. Yeah, he still has a family, Chad. He still has an estate. Just like Tolkien still has an estate. When these people die, they still have families that run their estates and everything. It's Bill Hader. I mean, I like Bill Hader. Listen, I will never understand the choice to put the Pokédex in the place that they put it in Scarlet and Violet. Just the places they decided to put certain things. The menu UI is god-awful. You have that advertisement for the DLC just always on your menu. No good. No good. Like, your Pokédex should be the first thing when you bring up the general menu. Why is it hidden away behind the map? I also don't think a lot of people realized how to change their profile pictures in the game because it's out of the way and convoluted. It's like, why did they make these choices? It's so baffling. Yeah, the map is also terrible. Agreed. I am not impressed with the map in this game either. I think both maps are terrible. I mean, the map in this game puts you in like an approximate location. It doesn't even put you in the exact spot that you choose to fly to. UI is such a simple thing to get right. Like, I think the Dynamax, like, this UI is great. It's simple, it has nice colors, the text is all legible. Yeah, the way the Pokédex is laid out is also strange. Alright, Articuno, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Like Tapu Koko, I've had Moltres and Zapdos shiny for a long time. Gonna hit it with a metal sound for wheezing. Definitely could have put more time into the UI. Yeah, it feels like, I mean, like a lot of things in Scarlet and Violet, they did it in like one day. I also think the box layout, I mean, would wallpapers count as a UI thing? Because Scarlet and Violet has the worst wallpapers in the franchise, and I don't think it's even close. Like, so many of the wallpapers for the boxes in Scarlet Violet are actively, like, offensive to look at. They're so ugly. There's no life behind them. It's like, what happened? Where's the fun, like, Pokemon, cute Pokemon ones? They're so soulless. What the frick happened? I mean, when BDSP has some great wallpapers. If I can say confidently that something in BDSP is a lot better than another Pokemon game, that's not good. That is no good. What's up, Derek? The icons in the menus feel unremarkable. Yeah, I could agree with that. Like, the menu itself is just kind of whatever. I I do like the battle UI in this game. Like right now, what we're seeing is nice. I like the bar underneath for the raid boss or any Dynamax mon. I like the little box. Oh, Weezing's dead. Goodbye, Weezing. I like the gray box that appears with all the text in it. Dang, can you, chill, Articuno? Are we shining today? Not yet. Uh-oh. This has suddenly got a little scary. Go, Kling Clang. Keep calm and hide behind Daryl Dixon. What an of its time thing. A relic of the past. Malamar's little dainty entrance. Okay, this should be GG. Yeah! GG's. Good job, Kling Clang. Kling Clang, getting it done. Gears, 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 gears. Every time I use Kling Clang, I have to chant that. Gears, 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 gears. The Clang line honestly could be used. I so want them to do more environmental Pokemon. Imagine you're in like a factory and you see Clangs and Kling Clangs in the factory operating all the machinery. That'd be so cool. Bop-a-dee-bop-a-dee-bop. All right, let's see. Articuno, why? Articuno betrays me in multiple games. That was the hardest Pokemon I had to pull in when Genetic Apex came out in Pocket. Articuno is not a friend of the stream. Moltres and Zapdos were pretty cool. Whoops, I didn't mean to select Solgaleo. Sweet's relay deck is so goofy. I can't believe they have another, I think it was a Shining Revelry where you had to get 100 gimme ghouls to get the secret emblem, and now you have to get 100, I think Milcery or Alcremie. Howdy. Alright, we've seen Tapu Koko, Articuno. Pocket has a few secret emblems where you have to get 100. I think it's 99. It's 99 of a copy of a card. Which maybe wouldn't be so bad if there was, like, an in-game trading thing. Oh, I did have a rare good wonder pick. I got a Rainbow Flareon the other day. Flying! It could be Articuno again. Matang, Slowbro. Is that Bolton? Here, let me post it in TCG. It's funny because it was a sneak peek, but I immediately guessed it. I immediately guessed where the rainbow was, so the sneak peek wasn't even necessary. Flareon's a pretty neat card, though. The deck seems fun. Oh, you're thinking of building it with Infernape? That's fun. Only ever seen 2 to 3 rainbows. I don't know if I just check more or if I get lucky. I don't know. To have rental Pokemon. I agree. I think that's half the fun of Dynamax Adventures right there. Like, the rental Pokemon are fun. You get to use a lot of mons you wouldn't normally use. They're all varied and kind of interesting. I mean, not all of them are winners, but you know. Alright, you ready? Ooh, that was an interesting one. You have 6 rainbows, 4 of them are from Wonder Picks. Most of mine are from Wonder Picks too. I did get a Snorlax recently though. Quite possibly the most underwhelming rainbow that exists in the whole game. Actually wasn't sure who that was, chat. It sounded like a modern Pokemon. Like a Gen 9 or a Gen 8er. A Gen 8er. They have another... Man, they just regurgitate the same events. There's an Alcremie drop event. Yippee. I think I have 11 rainbow cards. We're fighting a flyer, so I'm just gonna hold on to Diggersby. Especially if this is Kuno, Stone Edge would take like half its health away. Could be worse, they could be doing no events. Well then what's the point of having a game? I don't... Then what's the point? I don't know, Galaxy. That's an interesting question. We'll have to learn more about the game to find out, I guess. Ranked Pokemon Pocket. At least they updated it a little bit to be better, because before it was just so... I mean, it's still... I really feel like the Pocket devs only want you to win 50% of the time. I mean, should we be thankful though? They should be thanking us, the player base. I mean, Pocket gives me the warm fuzzies when I pull a good card, but besides that, I wouldn't say it's, like, really improving my life all that much. fun thing to open and open a pack and then promptly kind of close and not think about anymore. There's gonna be home compatibility. I would like a rental mode though. I really do agree that rental Pokemon are fun. Haha, get water absorbed. That did in fact kill me though. Oh, because it was a crit. Oh, sad. I thought Coliseum and Gale were, or at least Coliseum was already out. What GameCube games did they launch with when the Switch 2 came out? Yeah, I did not absorb that water. My rabbit is not waterproof. It was F-Zero? That's so disappointing that Nintendo just continues that slow-ass drip feed of decades-old games. What is wrong with them? NSO will never... The Virtual Console era will always reign supreme. Soul Calibur 2, Wind Waker, and F-Zero. That's it? 3 whole games? Just 3 for their new console lineup? Their new console launch, I should say? That's so terrible! They just added Strikers, so it's up to 4. Whoa. 4 games? 4 whole games? Yeah, we'll get DS games in 2035, exactly. That's terrible! I legitimately thought Coliseum was already out. I guess they'll add it whenever they feel like it. Before Nintendo puts out a game on NSO, they shake a magic 8-ball. Maybe someday. Or the magic conch. What is the strategy behind that? I'm trying to understand. We don't want to bombard them with too many good games. God forbid. That would be unacceptable. No. No. You're gonna be 80 before you can replay Black and White on an official Nintendo console. It just always feels like they have no vision. It just feels like random nonsense from them. Try asking again. Launching the GameCube with measly 3 games. We out here dodging. I mean, that cannot be providing them that much engagement. I just can't see what that strategy being a winning thing for them. Every 6 months, we drop a new game. Engagement is through the roof. Invisibility is a power. I always think of, like, to be a fly on the wall. sneak through the vents and just be a little fly on the wall listening in. I mean, the GameCube has a great library of games. There is some absolute all-timers on the GameCube. Yeah, I realize you don't speak Japanese. I mean, they have to have meetings with Nintendo of America and Europe and all the others, so that's gotta happen at some point. Yeah, there's no... It's Celesteela. Anytime it's flying, it's always Celesteela. Yeah, there's no way Doug Bowser speaks that much Japanese, if any. How much influence does NOA have, though? I don't know. Again, that's a good question. I think they more have input on when it comes to marketing over here and the way they localize everything. We never get something, well, even then, Celesteela has Earthquake. But you know who'd be great here? Something like Jolteon. Or Lantern. We never see any of those Pokemon when we fight this bamboo beast. I wonder how long Doug Bowser is gonna stay in his position. I mean, who knows? For all we know, Nintendo's happy with him because they don't want another Reggie in the spotlight. They don't want individuals as the face of Nintendo. And we know that for a fact. They do not like... They did not like having Reggie as like a face. I think that's why we don't get any more fun Nintendo Directs anymore, like some of the ones we had in the Iwata era. Like the puppets for Star Fox. We haven't had one like that in so long. Yeah, Nintendo wants to be seen as a faceless corporation. Which is kind of interesting. Because a lot of corporations want a face. They don't want to be seen as a big corpo. Miyamoto Reggie was peak. Sakurai doesn't want it. I think Sakurai has more power than a lot of people there. But enough to say that you can't have an old game on an app? I don't know about that. A lot of people think Sakurai is making Kirby Air Riders because he insisted upon making a non-Smash game before he went back to more Smash. Man, Celesteela is such a brutal Pokemon. Earthquake into Flash Cannon. That's so hard. And then it gets Beast Boosting. Spit fire on him, Audino. Let him know. If Reggie was still around, Welcome Tour would have been free. Oh yeah. I almost forgot about Welcome Tour. What's up, Poke Guy? I kind of forgot about that. I don't think I really heard a soul talk about it. Gee, I wonder why. Wonder why people didn't want to pay $10 for a cheap tech demo. That sure is surprising news. Also, I'm kind of surprised we won. GG. A crit BM to end it. GG's. Always good when we beat Celesteela. Yeah, Sakurai is such an interesting guy. Obviously, he's a very good developer, but at the same time holds a lot of views that are frustrating. Like the no cutscenes thing. Why have cutscenes when you can just watch them on YouTube? No, Sakurai, that sucks. No. No, why do you think that? Stop. The sales numbers are for Welcome Tour. I have to wonder that as well. I think it's incredible too that like Nintendo had to know they were gonna get criticism for Mario Kart World being $80. Some people think the Switch 2 is overpriced. And then on top of that, they're like, let's charge for Welcome Tour. Like just wham, bam, bam, bam. They weren't gonna give anybody anything for free. They said it's okay, but it sounded like a lot of copium. Why do any game when you can just watch it on YouTube with that logic? Exactly! Exactly! And I've always been firm in the camp that I've watched people play games online that have inspired me to go out and buy the game myself. That happened for Breath of the Wild. I watched somebody play a little bit of Breath of the Wild and I was like, wow, this game looks fun. And then I went out and got it myself. Like that type of, even just looking up cutscenes can get people invested and want to play the game. It's free advertising. It's free real estate. Okay, we're taking it easy with a psych. Well, maybe. This could be Solgaleo. Who I fear. A little bit. Yeah, remember that era where Let's Players had to fight Nintendo copywriting their videos all the time? Yeah, I mean, with the prices of everything going up, games, consoles. Did you see the price raises in Canada? Like, that's... everything over there is so expensive! Also, ads are coming up, chat, but we're just sitting here fighting Kangaskhan, so you're not missing much. Yeah, that awful partner program. There's Nintendo's like, we know we were terrorizing you all for years with strikes and everything, but join our partner program where we continue to take money from you. Because they could, yeah, absolutely. Like, it didn't even look fun, either. Like, Welcome Tour just... it looks like something you'd play as, like, a quirky game in a museum, if that makes any sense. Like, it looks like... it just doesn't look like a fun experience. Wii Sports was fun. This Welcome Tour does not have that charm to it. Yeah, it would absolutely be unthinkable. And I mean, including stuff like that builds goodwill. Wii Sports is iconic. So many people know Wii Sports and enjoyed Wii Sports because it was free and included with the Wii. Again, it's just people are being paid big dollars at these companies and making decisions like this. I mean, I've seen a lot of people say it's a Japanese thing, like, we're not letting you have anything for free. We worked on this, we're not letting you have it for free. I don't know if that's true or not. I feel like it's believable. But you're not getting that goodwill. You're just making people mad. You're making people think you're greedy. I mean, I think it's a little bit arrogant. It's like, again, I don't think Welcome Tour looks good at all. And they're like, oh, well, our devs worked on it, therefore it's worth its weight in gold. Like, okay. Yeah, don't you need to buy more Switch 2 accessories to even complete the whole tour? It's like, what were they thinking? Yeah, it's not even really like a game. It's not fun, from what I've seen. Even if it was free, you wouldn't play it? Exactly. Yeah, it's like a manual. It's like a playable manual. And they have the gall to charge $10? Guys. Be so for real. And again, they had to have known people were not going to react well to the pricings of everything else. But I guess they just didn't care. I mean, it doesn't seem to have hurt sales. So, at the end of the day, they were right to not care, I guess. What a great takeaway. Money, 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 money. Exactly. Money, 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 money. Like the Tom and Jerry villain. We've got to have money. Bonanza as a bundle pack with the Switch 2 would have gone over better. I agree, Galaxy. I think Bonanza looks like a lot of fun. We also do know that, in fact, Bonanza was, you know, surprise, surprise, designed or made by the Odyssey team. So who's working on 3D Mario? Anybody got any of that 3D Mario around here? And again, it's been so terrible today with all the Microsoft news, and then people are like, why are people mad at Nintendo when Microsoft is the real villain? Only one company can be bad. I can only focus on one bad company at a time. A lot of Walmarts have switched to Bonanza demos up. Oh, that's fun. Ilka for 3D Mario? I think I would puke. I think if that was true, I think I would yarts. Oh yeah, speaking of the Amazon thing, we know why Nintendo and Amazon were beefing, apparently. And it wasn't the street date thing. They were unhappy that Amazon had so many sellers selling Nintendo games for cheaper. Apparently. That's it. That's why the girls were fighting. They did not like that there were so many other sellers on Amazon selling their games cheaper. Which I feel like every other website does that. Like, you could... Yeah, don't tell them about eBay. I mean, even like Walmart and Target have third-party sellers. But I guess they were really hyper-focused on Amazon. Well, their beef is over, chat. You can now get Switch 2 stuff at Amazon. Yeah, Nintendo's like the Apple of video games. The video game industry. Maybe once in a blue moon, a retailer will offer a decent deal on a Nintendo game, but are you gonna get any huge sales? No. I haven't pulled it yet, Justin. I've pulled like 4 Vanillite. I need to actually go back in and play more and pull it. Hitmonchan is just locked in like that. Just got a Vanillite. The promo events in Pocket, I always get like 10 copies of one card before I can get anything else. Gotta love how they still make you open each promo pack individually. Thanks, Pocket devs. You truly love putting no effort in. Yeah, why can you not rip them all at the same time? It is so slow. Man, if you want to talk about a Pokemon game with UI that I don't like, Pocket. Continue to enjoy video games because of greed. It's rough. I shouldn't have taken hit. We're fighting a psychic type. I'm feeling like a... I'm feeling Solgaleo in the air tonight. Yeah, you have to individually claim each promo pack in Pocket. It's like... What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're coming up on this game's first year of existence and they haven't fixed this. Set your W's to Wumbo. Wish Cash is here. I mean, if we know how much all the Nintendo bigwigs are getting paid, like again, Miyamoto is making $1.4 million a year. Where do they spend the rest of that money? How much of it goes into game development? How much of it goes into marketing? I would love to know that. I mean, Nintendo does make some decisions that are worth praising. Like, again, all their bigwigs are not making nearly as much as other executives in other I almost said other countries. I mean, yeah, I guess other countries. Other companies. Do we know how much does Bill Spencer make. How many more Microsoft blunders before Phil is kicked out? Phil Spencer, CEO of Microsoft Gaming, is estimated to have a net worth of $25 million with an annual salary of approximately $10 million. So Miyamoto... Well, actually, I guess it'd be more comparable to who the Nintendo CEO. He's a real gamer like me! He's so heckin' relatable. He's just like me for real. Hello again, Cacturn. Laying off people left and right. A famous real estate agent called Phil Spencer. He has 2 first names. Sus. Some reports are that he'll step down when the next Xbox is released. Just dire stuff with them. Fish Cash is always, it always takes like 10 minutes to fight this Pokemon. Okay, so Phil makes about $10 million a year, and the Nintendo CEO makes $1.8 million to $2.5 million. Randy, I don't think you could ever get rid of Randy, unfortunately. He's like a cockroach. He'll just rise up again. That's in dollars, not yen. How much, let's see if Google can tell me how much does Sony Games CEO make? CEO of Sony Interactive. Oh, well, that's talking about Jim Ryan. He's not there anymore. Looks like it might be around 4 to 5 million. $2.5 million yen would be ridiculously low. I think I'm mostly remembering what Miyamoto gets paid. It was like 2 point something something million yen, which is around 1.4 million USD. I mean, that's still a lot of money. That is still, you know, $1 million plus. If you're getting paid $1 million plus, you're making those big bucks. Those big dollary dues. But they're on the lower end compared to other... Let's see, how much does EA's CEO make? How much does EA's CEO make? Okay, big difference. 30.5 million. Andrew Wilson. Oh hey, it's Azal. Now the way all this corporate stuff works, base salary, stock awards, non-equity incentive plan, other compensation. Oh, okay. See if we can get a freeze. I mean, 30 million is, quite a bit more than 1.4. But that's EA for ya. Wow, I found a post from Bethesda's subreddit from 5 years ago that said Todd Howard made $150 million from the Microsoft deal. Holy shit. Holy shit! My mamma mia. That's a lot of moolah. So he can buy more leather jackets. Good for him. That money's all going towards leather jackets. I mean, if you're making over $1 million a year, I feel like you and me personally, are living very different lives. Hell, I feel like people making 6 figures are living a very different life. All that Skyrim money. A lot of people in Dynamax got fired in the Microsoft thing today. Which is Bethesda's parent company. I don't know if that'll affect anything they do. The Kangaskhan. Oh my gosh, Azel's systematically taking us out one by one. You ever wonder what these people's houses look like? Like, what kind of mansion does Todd live in? I'd love to see how his house is, like, decorated. You know when some celebrities, like, take you inside their houses? Yeah, what kind of, is he, like, an indoor fountain guy? Or one of those guys that, like, imports a rare tree to put in, like, the middle of his atrium in his giant mansion? Or hell, what is Miyamoto's house like? I would love to see where Miyamoto lives. Not in like a creepy way, but out of pure curiosity. Yeah, let's go Wish Cash! Our champion. Rich people with ugly houses have no excuses. They don't. And yet so many of their houses are like white hospitals. GG's. Yeah, does Miyamoto have Pikmin in his garden? What do the families of these rich people do? Do they just sit home all day? Do they travel? Like what's Todd's wife doing day to day? I wonder these things. Let's see. I also wonder if I'm gonna get a shiny. I didn't. Oh yeah, they absolutely have maids and people that cook for them. No child, they have all childcare covered. If I was rich, would I want a giant house? I guess maybe you know, I want like a Beauty and the Beast library. In this fantasy world where I had stupid money. Have a Scrooge McDuck vault for all my gold. I mean, there is surgery to make you taller. that you probably have to be rich to afford, because I think it's like $100,000+. What would the library be full of? Well, I'm not a big manga person, so not that. You're rich, you probably don't care about your height. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Look at all the rich Hollywood celebrities that just keep getting work done and looking worse and worse. Like, you see the guy from Always Sunny? Who changed his name? And he has the biggest, fakest veneers I've ever seen. That's... I don't know why so many celebrities get veneers. They just look so bad. It looks like you have horse teeth. All you look at is their bright, fake, white veneers when they talk. Yeah, the veneers are not... I mean, I'm sure there's some instances of celebrities getting them done and it doesn't look that bad, but so many of them are just so in your face. It's all you see when you look at them. And the amount of already, like, attractive people, like the woman from The Boys, I always think about her. How much work she got done, and yet she was already so beautiful. They start to morph and look like Jeff Bezos' wife. They start to look like the creature. Another psychic type, okay. Who decided that was peak beauty? I really... You know, I'm not quite sure. Alright, I guess we're going this way. His old wife. Actually, you know, I had a conversation about that the other day with somebody. It's funny that you brought that up. Any shinies? Not a one so far. I mean, the thing is, when there's good plastic surgery, you're not gonna notice it, but when it's bad, you're gonna notice it. I don't remember if you have any special moves. I'll set it up anyway. Yeah, the drought's been crazy. For new shinies, anyway. Oh, Simon Cowell. Whenever I think of male big celebrities in plastic surgery, Simon Cowell or like Tom Brady. If you look at Tom Brady's like rookie photo to how he looks now, it's insane. I think he got like actual multiple implants in his face. He morphed. He became a new frickin' person. Is Zac Efron still looking rough these days? Didn't he get into an accident? Wasn't that just because he had an accident? I don't remember I'm not up to date on my Zac Efron lore. Oh yeah, the South Koreans go hard with that type of stuff. Getting your jawbone shaved. Getting your face bone shaved down. Let me just go for... Well, I can't instruct anymore. We'll instruct Sarmy. No, tell me that's not real, Cacturn. No, tell me that's not real. Not Zac. I think a lot of it, well, a lot of it I think is mental illness. You see people that just go absolutely overboard with it. I feel like there's something not right there. But with, like, Jeff Bezos' wife, is it a signifier of wealth? I don't understand. They just morph to look so different so they don't look like us piss-poor commoners. I actually don't know, Galaxy. She just looks like a nightmare mess person. At their like big what was it, $50 million+ wedding, she was like waving and blowing kisses. And it's like, do you think you have fans, lady? Does this woman think she has actual fans? Embarrassing. Yeah, you know, install a cool pool. Have a neat library. You know, maybe a basketball court. Not, turning yourself into an alien. Butterfree is kind of scary, but we do have decent Pokemon against it. 1,000 subs here, thank you. I know, like, the thought of getting so many needles in your face and stuff makes my skin crawl. I don't even, like, ugh. And then you have to basically hide from the world while you heal. A Pokemon-inspired court for all your plushies to battle. Now we're really thinking here. Now we got some good ideas. Needles don't even matter. They matter to me. I mean, I think the most common procedure us commoners, us filthy commoners, get is Botox. I mean, I do know somebody who gets it for migraines or something like that. But most people get it for cosmetic reasons, and then their face is frozen if it's done poorly. And even that's like, ooh. Body dysmorphia. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to turn myself into a famous K-pop star, everybody. Farewell. Gonna go spend like 300 grand and turn myself into K-pop man from K-pop band. I am sleeping. My Oranguru is snoozing on the job. Big ass. See, that makes me think of Dead Space. That infamous scene in Dead Space. I thought the point of acupuncture was that they were little needles. Thin but long. Ugh. Does acupuncture, is that like a thing that actually works? The guy who got cosmetic surgery to look like a boar? Now that's what I'm talking about. It has some success rate beyond placebo. Alright, at least one of our status affected Pokemon swap there. Yeah, I would mostly assume it's like placebo for the most part. But I've never gotten it done, so... I'm mostly instructing, so none of these items to boost my attack are that useful. To make you look like a Bruxish. Oh yeah, you don't want to have that's a pretty big no-no, unclean needles. Like getting a tattoo and you notice they're reusing needles. Oh my god. You just had to target Metang, didn't you, Nidoqueen? You just had to. Ah, man, Bronzong would have been even worse to fight, I think. This was an unfortunate path up here. Now what about, what's the other one that people say is... Some people think it works and some people think it doesn't work. Hey, the light screen is up. That helps. Man, Nidoqueen's so tanky. Yeah, chiropractors. That's it. Chiropractor. Wow, chat was quick on that one. You think it's pure quackery? Yeah, I mean, they, like, crack your shit. Actually, I am gonna go in for a psychic here. Yeah, everyone knew immediately. All I know is that whenever I occasionally look up, like, ASMR, I'll get chiropractor thumbnails that are just, like, tits and ass in my face. There's, like, one particular guy that runs a service, and the women are always wearing, like, skimpy athletic wear. It's like, I'm sure you run a great practice, man. What do Pokemon professors get paid with? Good question. A local one's getting sued for accidentally paralyzing someone? Oh my god. How'd that get in my algorithm? Unfortunately, those videos get millions of views, and they are very popular when you look up ASMR. Yeah, you got me. I was secretly looking up deceptive and evil chiropractor stuff for ASMR. This whole time. I mean, I follow some ASMR artists that have tried to, like, mimic that. You know, they don't actually do it on a real person. And the cracks are just so gross, I can't listen to it. It grosses me out. I don't need to hear your flesh and bones crack. It's actually, like, unlistenable. I really don't like it. Even in a fake, not real setting, it's just deeply unpleasant to listen to. Was a primary care doctor. Gone wrong, breaks your neck. The Zac Efron tab up, you jump scared yourself. A Zac attack. I already have shiny. I already have shiny Nidoqueen. Otherwise, I'd agree. Dupes ain't worth wasting Apricorn balls are, but if I didn't have it, Friend Ball would be pretty swell. Nidoqueen is a friend, after all. People who treated teeth... Oh, like a dentist without a degree? What inspires someone to do that? I'm just gonna mess around with people's teeth and not get caught. Paranormal? I don't think so. Nothing that I can ever recall. I've never had like a ghost encounter or anything like that. Oh, that sounds too large for essential oils to fix. No. Oh my god, how do you have a straight face for that? The essential oils didn't fix the tumor. They're dead. Okay, we're not going for light screen again. We're going for instruct on the Butterfree. I've seen videos of dentists scraping like years and years and years and years of tartar off of people's teeth before. And it's always funny too with those videos because then they reveal the teeth that look relatively okay, but then all their gum line is gone. If I was forced to become a doctor of anything, being a dentist doesn't seem too bad. Gum diseases you don't even want to know about. Oh, don't get me started on wisdom teeth. Hey, GG. That was so quick, I wasn't even prepared. Who went to a crystal healer every month. That's funny because I listen to a lot of like Reiki ASMR and it always kind of makes me laugh. It's not something I personally believe in. But they always bust out the crystals and it's like, okay. This is rose quartz. This is good for your central chakra. No shinies. I still have all my wisdom teeth, chat. They've never hurt me. But they've never, ruptured. They've never come out. Whoops. What am I doing? Well, I was too programmed in the, I was about to, like, hit my stream deck as if we were in the Safari- if we were in the Great Marsh again. Yeah, sometimes they never cause problems, sometimes they big hurty. I mean, if they cause problems as I continue to age, that would be pretty terrible. But, you know, so far they're just big chillin'. You never needed a tooth pull. Oh, that seems like it'd be so unpleasant. That seems like it would just be so awful. I've had a root canal. That was not fun. Mostly because the dentist fucked off for a lot of it, and then the numbing wore off and she had to poke my gums again. It's like, great, thanks. Awesome. God, this was a long time ago. The assistant was like way too chatty. The assistant was way too chatty. Okay, we have a flying type. I mean, Cryogonal is actually pretty good. Yeah, okay, good. That was a better choice. That's I mostly remember that assistant just being way too chatty. More than I remember the actual procedure. Like, I know they're just, you know. I'm just kind of here to get tooth thing done, get in, get out. Not sit here and chat about life. Good night, Mimikyu. Have a good one. They put you under to get your wisdom teeth out. I'd be so scared. What's it called? Dry socket? You can't have like anything through a straw. You were fully awake. Ugh. hear all the drills and smell all the blood and stuff from your mouth. That's so unpleasant. I know one of the worst surgeries to get as you get older is getting your tonsils out. You got your tonsils out very young. Had to pull so hard that he used your nose as leverage. Oh my god. That's insane. Like, you don't remember it young? Oh, that's the ideal thing. I mean, I'm sure you were scared as a little child, but still. The fact that you don't remember it. Good night, Yeti. Have a good one. Okay, good. I was like, don't leave Cryogonal. Yeah, Cactured, I think, I mean, my dentist, wanted me to get my wisdom teeth out. They're like, we could do it in batches or all at once. Why would you ever want to do batches? Why would you ever want to willingly get one surgery and come back in for another at a different time? Like, huh? Became an uncle? Oh, congrats. Yeah, that was miserable. Time for round 2. Yeah, it's like, I was looking at flights a few weeks ago, and they were giving me, like, instead of, they were giving me, like, 3 different flights. What's the word I'm looking? Connecting. I have to have one. But then they were offering like 3 other planes. It was just so much. Who wants to fly in 3 different planes to get to one destination unless you absolutely have to? Who wants to do that? Also, speaking of planes, chat, next week I will be leaving for vacation. Uber's hitting the big vacay for 2 weeks. I will try to stream at least a few times. But Booper's flying up and away. Flying is scary, chat. Yeah, what if your first flight is delayed and then you miss your connection? Yeah, chat, I'm gonna go visit Tyler in Canada. Can you believe it? Oh, you're flying tomorrow? Good luck. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna book, like, where I board 3 different flights to get to a destination. I don't care if it's $100 cheaper. It's not worth it. Alright, that was a very fast Nidoking fight. Why ketchup chips are gross? I will. Yeah, I've never actually left the country before, chat. Whooper's going to new places, never before seen. Well, I probably want to stream at least once or twice so the Twitch algorithm doesn't drop me like a stone brick in the ocean. But then again, Tyler's internet is always suspect, so we'll see. Which is Booper packed for vacation? That's a good question. I'm one of those people where whenever I go somewhere, I always feel like I'm forgetting something. Moisturizer? Absolutely. Moisturizer and sunscreen. Better or worse than McDonald's Wi-Fi? Usually better, sometimes worse. Booper has dry skin. Man, don't get me started on the convoluted ways they make you pay for bags and everything. Airlines don't give you anything. They don't give you shit. I think even Southwest. I have a family member who flies a lot within the country, and he'd always fly Southwest, and they got rid of their like one free checked bag. You should have seen the list of fees when I paid for my tickets. I had to pay like US government fees. I had to pay Canadian government fees. I had to pay this fee. I had to pay that fee. It's like, this is a load of bullshit. This is all some garbage. You flew Southwest this week, no reserved seating. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I didn't pay to sit anywhere specific, so they're just gonna put me wherever, I guess. Yeah, it's what is it? Real ID? Is that what that's called? I have it. Yeah, I think it's summer. 'Tis the season. Yeah, he's mountain time. Yeah, I got my passport. Oh, that sounds fun, Cacturn. No one is happy in an airport. I wanted to take a train. But not really feasible. I mean, I could get up to Canada by train, but then getting to over where Tyler lives is more complicated. I vastly prefer train. When I was a kid, I went up to visit family, and they had a bunch of little booths in the train station that sold Pokemon stuff, and I have like a core memory of buying like Gen 1 packs and a fat Pikachu backpack. Yeah, trains are goated. I so wish we had better trains in this country. Maine to DC. Yeah, East Coast trains are pretty decent. I think you can go all the way down to Orlando, too. Hey, it's Lug! Yeah, like, if you take, like, an Amtrak up to, like, New York City, you know, you can get it for, like, $70. But if you wanted a sleeper cabin or... you're going, like, cross-country, you're gonna be paying a lot of money. Canadian trains are also very expensive. Thanks, Galaxy. Yeah, honestly, if you live on the East Coast, and you want to go to New York City, taking a train is a great way to do it. Although Amtraks are very prone to delays. Sometimes the train just comes to a halt and you sit on the track for a while. Yeah, trains definitely take longer. I don't know, if you bring like your Switch or a little game, a Steam Deck, or you listen to your music, it's really not too bad. I mean, I've never been in an Amtrak long enough for them to serve food, but I've watched a few travel vlogs. The food they have doesn't seem to be that bad. Yeah, certain trains can be really pretty, depending on where you're going. One thing I thought was kind of funny, though, when looking at trains into Canada, there's apparently like 2 or 3 different varieties of trains, and the way that you get past border security is different for all of them. Like, how does that make any sense? Low battery. The frick? Take the Amtrak to New York. I know, it's so easy. The drought arc, maybe. I will say though, chat, and we had this trip planned before, but I'm coming back on the 22nd, which is the same day as the Pokemon Presents. When I saw that date, I fell to my knees. What an astronomical, horrendous coincidence. It felt deeply targeted. I'm leaving in the late afternoon though, so maybe in the morning we'll have time to watch. I'm not sure. Well, leaving, have to wake up and then drive to the airport. Cryogonal, Nidoking, Kangaskhan, Lugia. No shiny. The Presents is always 9 Eastern. Yeah, links are allowed. Yeah, Pokemon always does their Presents very early. Nintendo's more late morning, afternoon. Pokemon is always very early. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. Could always just watch it when I'm back too. I have to dodge all the spoilers. If there's any actual spoilers to dodge. I assume there will be. Yeah, everybody on the West Coast has to get up even earlier. Alright, before we start, chat, I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna miss out on Mega Squovit. No! Alright, let's go. Ads are coming up, but we're just doing the first round. Oh, friend El Creamy is here. I mean, I hope they do actually show some Megas so I can talk about them on stream and not be spoiling people. What a lineup of Pokemon they're giving us. Mega Ditto. Nobody saw it coming. Water. Well, I guess it was inevitable we'd run into our classic. Is it Palkia or is it Kyogre? I miss Suicune so much. Or Tapu Fini. We only have the mean water Pokemon left. I want to know if they're gonna show us any, like, new characters. Is it just gonna be Pokemon focused? A little bit of everything? I'm excited for Worlds this year. We usually watch a little bit of Worlds on stream. And then they do their big announcement at the end, so that'll be fun. Although it'll be earlier. It was Hawaii last year, right? And now it's in Anaheim, so just West Coast time. Not gonna be that crazy. That was an unfortunate poison, Munchlax. I don't know if that was necessary. Uncalled for. I don't want to use up all my gleams. Yeah, are they gonna show any of the Team Flare people back with modern designs, I wonder? I think it's in California the next 2 years. It's in Anaheim, and then we know from the Terra leak that it's in San Francisco next year. Like AZ. That's a perfect way to describe AZ. I decorate the sheep. Ow. The Spongelocks needs to chill. Guy's going ham on us right now. I hope they come back to Baltimore. We need more, there's a shockingly few amount of regionals on the East Coast. Looks like the big one they're adding this season is Vegas. A lot of people were excited about the little teaser video they put out that seemed to show that Vegas is one of them. I know, Justin. It almost, I want to like make it up. My brain wants to think that we did have one. It's such an obvious thing that I want to like believe that it exists, and it does not exist. Yeah, that's exactly it. They don't want to make it cumbersome on their Japanese players. That's exactly it. I mean, a lot of those Japanese players came over to New Orleans for NAIC. Also, apparently, I don't know, this is mildly interesting. They signed contracts for NAIC, the venue in New Orleans, for like 3 years at a time. So it's gonna be in New Orleans another 1 or 2 years. Kind of interesting. A Vegas Worlds would be hilarious. They'd have to draw a Pikachu at the casino. Let's go gambling! Wow, these moves are all terrible. Or these items. In Misty Seed I could potentially use. Life Orb is risky. Ooh, oh, well. It took too much time. I couldn't debate between my trash item. I mean, Japan has tons of gambling, so probably wouldn't be that different. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. I've never been to Vegas. It seems like it'd be fun to go for, you know, a little bit. Maybe go to one of the... Go get, like, Gordon Ramsay's fish and chips or something, or Guy Fieri's chicken majig or whatever he has over there. Chicken majig. Walmart has a bunch of celebrity chef like frozen meals, and they're one, overpriced, super pricey for little rinky-dink frozen meals, and two, I've only ever seen people say that they're gross. You pay $8 for Gordon Ramsay's frozen surprise. Speaking of frozen meals, I saw that, I guess I haven't really been checking back in on Kid Cuisine these days, but they killed KC. He's like an abomination CGI penguin now. He looks so bad. What did they do to my boy KC? They probably don't even have the magical pudding that you put the sprinkles in and they change color. The West has fallen. Mega Minin, Plusle, Dedenne, Emolga. Speaking of those Pokemon, chat, the Scarlet Violet Outbreak for half of those is starting tomorrow, so we'll be checking that out. Yeah, do they still have where the corn leaves the corn spot and is just all over the rest of the meal? Doesn't get much better than corn in your pudding. Sometimes I yearn for those Kid Cuisine cardboard nuggets, though. Every now and then. You know what would hit? A Kid Cuisine frozen chicken nugget. That gets microwaved so they get a little bit soggy. Mmm. Yum. That's actually... Do Kid Cuisines have like air fryer instructions these days? Yeah, I was talking about the Kid Cuisine mascot, KC. He's like a generic CGI penguin now. They totally changed the mascot. It looks terrible. They don't taste the same anymore? That's so sad. Like every now and then, I'll pick up a pizza Lunchable just for the nostalgia of it. And they still taste relatively the same. Cook the sprinkles packet. That's too relatable. Do they still make Go-Gurt? I remember those like Trix. Didn't they have like a collaboration with Trix? I remember those commercials so well. What's up, Kadabra? Kadabra, you could be shiny 831. I still need you, my friend. Yeah, your fluorescent colored yogurt. Part of a nutritional breakfast. What kind of Kid Cuisines do they even have these days? I'm gonna look. Kid Cuisine. Oh, they're trying to make it all like sporty. Meals that kids and parents love. Go outside and play basketball after you eat our processed nuggets. They have corn dogs now? Oh, he's so ugly. I hate the mascot. I hate this guy. Bring back KC. This is not the KC I know and love. This is a fraud. Yeah, the best cake cuisine were the Shrek ones. You had like swamp pudding that turned green and there were like bugs and stuff. Bugs, you know. To stop killing games? Yeah, I think I saw that today briefly, but I didn't investigate it further. They have level up Dino Nuggets, quesadillas. Ugh, they have one with a unicorn and it's like pellets? Oh boy, just what I want with my child's lunch, Tums. Sorry, Kadabra. Of course, they're trying to use like gamer lingo. Level up! Only real gamers eat this. It's time to level up. Hello, Kyogre. Long time no see. Like, does this look appealing to you, chat? Magical tongue-dyeing cookies. Those look like Tums. Alright, we're gonna decorate Lantern. Okay, Kyogre. We need Lantern. So if you could kindly stop. I do like Decorate's animation. Yeah, they look like Tums. This is what you want to feed your kid. Gamer gunk. That gave me like a... I think you just activated a memory. Remember that commercial of the guy advertising like a spray can for your gamer gunk keyboard? Alcremie is a fun Pokemon, I agree. Good night, Galaxy. Have a good one. What was that called? Gamer gunk. Oh my god, I found it! I found him. The gamer gear. Game gunk meme. Oh, that didn't help. How to properly clean your gaming gear. This guy. Anyone remember this guy? Oh, that's funny. That video is from 14 years ago. Holy shit. Did somebody make like a YouTube poop of that? Why do I remember this? Let's face it, gamers, your gear gets filthy and needs to be cleaned. Yeah, they were selling like canned aerosol for stupid amounts of money. Wow, that activated a recessed memory. It's from a time long past. Yeah, G4 recheck commercial. Canned air is already such a scam. Why is it always so expensive? Again, if you want a real life hack, chat, buy a nice, Not vacuums. It's the opposite of a vacuum. Air blowers. Those rule. Alright, well... Goodbye, El Creamy. Squishing air. It makes me think of the Lorax, the villain from the Lorax movie. With Zac Efron. Bring back Zac Efron again. Who tries to sell, like, canned air. That's always what it makes me think of. The villain from the Lorax who looks like Edna. Edna Mode from The Incredibles. And then the compressed air, if you use it too long, it gets all cold. Gets frozen. Wow, this Kyogre is a menace. Oh, are you serious? No! Munchlax dodged! Lantern, you must live! Put the team on your back, Lantern. This is scary. Oh, just Gleam, doesn't matter. Come on. Lycanroc from downtown. GG. Very nice. Wow, we've beaten Celesteela and Kyogre tonight. Very nice. GG. Alcremie is so good. Being able to just sit on the field and decorate is so useful. Whip it. GG's. Alright, Kyogre. Nope. 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 Bruh. Not even Kadabra. I would have even taken little Kadabra. Oh, you got Shiny Lantern? Congrats! Shiny Chinchou and Lantern are underrated. I mean, they're underrated in general, but I like their shinies. Lantern's purple and Chinchou's kind of like a neon. They're real nice. Lantern is due. Lantern's due for something soon. I feel it. Calling it now. Oh, you have a Lantern on your team? Excellent choice. I'm just saying, I feel it in the air. It's happening soon. It would be really funny if they made it like super scary, like a real lanternfish. Could you imagine? Sweet, cute little lantern turns into an absolute... Oh! It came back! Our friend returned! Oh, we gotta take Lantern. Yeah, what if they made it like black with giant teeth? They gave it those like cloudy eyes because it's so deep under the water. Wow, Alcremie came back to us too. This is a great selection. For Tapu Koko. Honestly, not bad. This is a pretty good team. Like, really not bad. A ghost. I think that would be a little too similar to Cursola. I think Corsola already got that one down. We need a blobfish Pokemon. I think a blobfish would be a really fun idea. You could give it the regular form, which is what they look like without being taken up and pressurized. And then you get the goop version. Which one's the shiny? Breloom. Yeah, electric water is very unique. It is fun typing. I'd want Lantern to keep that. Give it Levitate and then have it ascend to godhood. Move over, Electros. Yeah, you know, I don't know what they could do with Lantern with like a form or a mega, but I'm sure they could figure it out. The decorate strats are back on the menu. Oh my god, that Oko. Goodbye, Pelipper. Sorry about that. Feels mean. I feel like we just bullied this bird. Sorry, Pelly. Yeah, it'd definitely be nice to see an evolution with buff stats. I wonder if we're ever gonna get an instance where they go back in and give pre-existing Pokemon a baby. A bit more agile looking. As long as they don't turn it into like a skinny Milotic, I think I'd be fine with that. I mean, I like that Lantern is kind of chunky. They just turned it into a big Chungus. Okay, we're fighting Tapu Koko. Trying to remember that. We're fighting Tapu Koko. Baby Mawile? That'd be amazing. That'd be so cute. Throw in baby Sableye too. It could be like a little tiny gremlin with like a 1 gem for an eye. It's like a Cyclops. It just has 1 gem eye. Alright, Janet, let's see. Golduck. Not really what we were looking for, Janet. I'd love a whale shark Pokemon. Because we have Wailord, we have Satitan, and we have Kyogre. None of them are really whale sharky. Where'd Diancie go? Suspicious Sableye. I don't know. I hope they do something with Diancie soon. Or for PLZA. For the rest of the mythicals. Yay, Swampert's here. Yeah, like the big whale shark open mouth. We need a krill Pokemon. The krill equivalent we have is Wishy-Washy, who is not what I would call a krill. I mean, Clawitzer is cool. but definitely a crustacean. Crabbing it up. Why do we have so many crabs and like no shrimp? No other crustaceans. No Mantine. Wait a minute. We need more like little guy water Pokemon. I mean, we have things like Wishy-Washy, but they turn into school form. Dynamax Pokemon are smiling. Tintino doesn't have a care in the world. She's just happy to be here. She's just happy to be here. I saw an interesting video the other day that brought up what a good design Slowpoke is. Because you look at Slowpoke, and Slowpoke looks like an animal, right? Maybe you think it's some sort of hippo or, you know, but not quite. And he classified these Pokemon as Slowpokes. So Pokemon that look like they're an animal, but not really. And we got so many of those designs in Gen 1. And a few in following gens, but we really don't get a lot of those types of designs anymore. Kind of interesting. Because most modern Pokemon are like, yeah, it's a flamingo. Yeah, it's a bird. Yeah, that's a fish. You know, that type of stuff. They're all clearly based on an existing animal. They're not a monster that kind of looks like it could be based on a real animal. I don't know if the Gen 8 fossils would count or not. I don't know if they would classify as a Slowpoke. I mean, think about Kangaskhan. That's another one. Kangaskhan has a pouch, so you think it's some sort of marsupial, but is it? Kangaskhan itself looks like a dinosaur. Or some sort of reptile, almost. Yeah, the Nidoking, Nidoqueen, and even Rhydon, if you don't look at Rhyhorn. Like, what is Rhydon supposed to be? I don't know. I thought that was really interesting. It's like, yeah, we just don't get designs like that anymore. It's like, yeah, we definitely have turtles and snakes and fish and... but we don't really get, like... Again, Slowpokes. There's no Slowpokes. Yeah, where's the monsters? Where's the monsters in my pocket monsters? I wish every gen just didn't follow the same formula. I mean, I think some of the worst Pokemon are things that look like they could exist in the real world. Pokemon that are, you know, not really otherworldly. They're just plain and bland. You know, like Arcuda, Barraskewda. You can knock that off your bingo card. You know, those types of Pokemon. Tranquil, Unpheasant. You know. Hey, I don't hate Flamigo. I'm just using his example. I'm just using the video I watched example. I think Flamigo gets over-hated. Sometimes a simplistic design is fine. What's up, whoa? Oh, Tinkaton and Scovillain? Actually, you know what, chat? I can give you the biggest example of a Slowpoke that's a successful design. Eevee. Is Eevee a fox? Is it a cat? Is it a dog? No. It's some sort of amalgamation of that, that was intentional. That was Eevee's intentional design. And Eevee is one of the most popular Pokemon in the whole franchise. I mean, so Slowpoke. Did they figure they were, like, good? We have enough of those designs. We're out of here. No more. I'm doing alright. We're fighting Tapu Koko again. Dunsparce is a Tsuchinoko, which is a mythological snake-type creature. There's a famous one in Yu-Gi-Oh! Called Danger Tsuchinoko. They kind of are snakes with like a fat neck, for lack of a better description. I wonder how many overall Pokemon are based on yokais. You know Electabuzz was based on a yokai, chat? I didn't realize that. I did not know. Electabuzz might be one of the coolest of them all. Huh. I actually brought up... Here's the video if you want to give it a watch. But here's a comment that's kind of interesting. I believe this is largely due to the fact that one of the main inspirations for the first generation was the kaiju aesthetic in science fiction. This influence is also reflected in how many of the Slowpokes you mentioned being in the Monster Egg group, which is... It's called the Kaiju Egg group in Japanese? I did not know that. In the favorites of the Pokemaniac trainer class, known as Kaiju Mania in the original. This contrasts the approach taken from the third generation and onward, where the Pokemon world is treated more as an ecosystem from a fantasy world analog to our own. Yes. Pokemon are designed with stronger animal parallels to represent ecological niches and biomes. That person nailed it. Damn. Give them an award. They're absolutely correct. In fact, I'd say they're spitting. I did not... They're called Kaiju Egg Group in Japan? How interesting. Yeah, they're called Monster Maniacs in Japanese. Also, Tapu Koko, get out of here. Vanquish. I should say, this is such a good comment, I might save it. It does such a good job at yeah, like, that's, Pokemon just focuses on like 500 fish and bird Pokemon now because they want to mimic real life. says it's monster group. I mean, if you take a look at everything in there for Gen 1. Tapu Koko, I hate you. Why are you so mean? Well, if that's misinformation, chat, I got it from YouTube. I didn't spread it myself. Alright, let's do one more. Let's do one more. If you had one shot... I wonder if is Lugia a slowpoke? Like, what is Lugia? It's not a dragon. It's not a bird. It's not any sort of, like, sea monster. I feel like Lugia could be a slowpoke. Alright, let's see. Who's taking us home? Senti's here. Here's another comment. I think a big part of that is probably combining several animals like Eevee would ultimately limit diversity. Why make a mongoose, cat, ferret and need it to fit all three categories when you can make a mongoose, a cat, and a ferret? They then said, in my heart, Shroodle fits in this category. Alright, we're fighting a steel type. Alright. I see. It barely looks like a shrew, and then it pulls a Remoraid and drastically changes species on evolution. But carries over the drawing theme instead. I mean, even Pikachu is kind of a dubious creature. Oh yeah, somebody literally said that. He's somewhere... Never thought Pikachu looked like a mouse. He's somewhere between a rabbit and a squirrel. Toxapex is... I'm not taking this. Senti, why don't you have a bug move? That's not very cool of you. Toxapex is like an enemy? Toxapex. Pokemon. I mean, it's like a direct. It's a direct, They're based on Crown of Thorns Starfish. I mean, this is probably a direct translation as you can imagine. That's Toxapex. That is... Here, I'll post it in YouTube chat. That is absolutely Toxapex right there. That's a Pex if I've ever seen one. They stuck Slam on Senti Scorch. That's evil. Yeah, Pikachu is Pikachu. Unless it's Pikachu. Crown of Thorns. What a name. Crown dash of dash thorns. Toxapex is really cool. I mean, that's clearly based off of a real animal, but I think they did a good enough job at making it unique. I mean, there's no Pokemon like Toxapex, which helps. And then they gave it the lore with Corsola, which is really fun. Adding, I think that's what really goes a long way, especially with the ecosystem thing. having Pokemon have rivalries or predator-prey relationships are really interesting. Like Corviknight, Tinkaton. I don't think Dragonite likes... Dragonite and Kingdra beef a lot. I think Hawlucha and Primeape don't like each other, which is really funny. Primeapes are too loud and Hawlucha like the quiet. Relatable. Yeah, Heracross Pinsir. I think yeah, Zangoose and Seviper. I think Tinkaton was super duper popular from Gen 9. I wonder if they're gonna try something like that again in a future gen. Yeah, that is a real life thing. Yeah, Yungoos Rattata. Speaking of Dunsparce. Not a good fight for me, but I think we have at least a few grass moves we can pull out on Gastrodon. I mean, apparently not even Gastrodon like each other. The blue and the pink don't get along. Oh, Gastrodon's Dynamax cry is diabolical. Why does it have to sound that wet? Does Gastrodon have a third eye, or what is that on its forehead? Go, Musharna. Maybe I can finally reclaim my shiny Musharna from Hermosa, I think it was. It'd be a good hug. You would have to maybe wash the slime off of you when you're done, though. That'd be even funnier if if Pink and Blue Gastrodon hated each other, but also came together to fight like Goodra. Or something like that. Yeah, there's no way Arbok would get along with like Sandaconda. No way. There ain't no way. Okay, Gastrodon's out of our way. I really wish... Man, if there was only a handful of shinies I could fix, I would highly consider Gastrodon on my list. It's such a colorful, fun Pokemon, and it just has the most whack-ass shiny. Yeah, I'd say both of them do. They're both pretty bad. Shellos is also not good. Okay, the berries are actually a nice pickup here. Heals everybody to full. Very nice. Is that Sandaconda? Speaking of Sandaconda, I think it is. I think that ask and you shall talk about them and they shall appear has happened like 5 times tonight. Yeah, poor Gengar used to have a good shiny back in 2D. Where you could actually tell the difference. But not anymore. Oh, it's funny. I have a picture of the difference. Here's Gengar, if you were wondering, chat. First one normal, second one shiny. Like, the smoke gray looks kind of cool. I'm telling you, they did Gengar so dirty in 3D, like many other shinies. Like, that's a genuine difference there. Also, this is a very good sprite. That's a nice Gengar sprite right there. Dynamax become albino with red eyes. That would be awesome. That would be such an improvement over what if their shirt and pants were slightly yellow instead. Okay, Santaconda, chill out. Yeah, Dynamax is so hard to see in-game, too. They're already little tiny Pokemon, and then they had to make the shiny subtle as all can be. Like, it's one thing on, like, a Reshiram. You know, a more subtle shiny, but it's another when it's on a teeny tiny little Pokemon and there's no visual or audio cue for the shiny. Unfortunately, Gengar is not alone. Other Pokemon, like Drapion is another example. Drapion used to have a very nice red shiny, just like Skorupi. And they ruined it. Same thing with Duskull's line. Duskull and Dusclops have gotten dull. Their shinies have gotten dull over the years instead of a nice vibrant red. One of these days I want to go through Bulbapedia and we'll look at all the sprites for gens 1 through 5 to see where... to see the ones that have suffered the most in 3D. Santaconda looks so goofy falling backwards. I don't know why they decided to zap the color out of all their models, but unfort, you know? Real unfort. Do not use a Master Ball. Garchomp might be a reverse situation, I want to say. I'm looking at it right now. It might be harder to tell in 2D than it is 3D when it's shiny. We got a reverse situation. Farfetch'd. Yeah, Galarian regular Farfetch'd is kind of pink. I don't think it's that terrible, but Galarian Farfetch'd I don't like. Especially since Surfetch'd has such a nice shiny. I feel like Galarian Farfetch'd didn't need to exist. They could have just had Farfetch'd evolve into Surfetch'd and it would have been fine. Oh, boo. Celesteela coming to rain on our parade. Geez, we kind of have like the immobile crew. We have a Snake, Cradily, Shiinotic has tiny little legs. Gastrodon's a slug. Yeah, it was just I had to go look at Slack Off. Oh, it looks so good in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Such a good shiny. It definitely lost a little bit of vibrancy. I think Elekid is the worst shiny of all time. If you're new here, that is an opinion I have held since I did Bab Quest, where I shiny hunted every baby Pokemon several years ago. I think Elekid is the worst shiny. Like, sure, Gengar, Garchomp, you know, a lot of those common ones people bring up. Not great. But Elekid is truly incomprehensible. It's maybe one shade darker. Compared to Magby, who's got a great shiny. I truly think Elekid has the worst shiny. I need to make that YouTube video one day. Elekid has the worst shiny, and here's why. Yeah, Togepi's line reversing the red and blue on the pattern is kind of fun. I don't really like the pale pink color it becomes, but the reverse of the pattern is actually fun. Well, that did a grand total of like 2 damage. Why did it have to be you, Celesteela? Could have been anybody else in the world. Oh well, we had some good victories tonight, so if we lose here, it's not that big a deal. A list of the worst shinies. I never trust those lists because they'll put something like Shiny Espeon in there and it's like... Wow, what a lame take. Shiny Espeon's a cute little alien. What's not to like? Hot take. I think Espeon's shiny is more charming than Umbreon's. Wow, I don't think any of us have anything for this Pokemon. This was a truly abysmal route for this. Some of the greens are a bit much. Oh, you mean you don't love Big Green Machamp or Ursaring? I'm glad Ursaluna has a cool shiny. Would have been funny though if they made it obnoxiously green like Ursaring is. I feel like the green works for Teddiursa because Teddiursa is a cute little bear. but it's a little much on Ursaring. I think Ursaring would have been better as like a nice forest green, like a dark green, an emerald green. They made it too bright. Alright, y'all, can you hit the A button so we can get out of here? I don't think this is gonna be a victory. Let's get out of here. Get me out of here. Yeah, I think a lot of green shinies could be more tolerable if they were just a different shade or a different... If they were cool toned or warm toned, could make a big difference. And again, I think it depends on, you know, case by case Pokemon. Oh boy, we have to sit through the healing every time. Can't wait for this slow popping of Leech Seed or, you know, multi-hit moves to continue to be slow as paced in Gen 10. God forbid we tighten the battles up a little bit and make them faster. Man, I kind of want to, like, quit the game right now. This is brutal. Get us out of here. This might be the worst team we've ever had for Celesteela. Celesteela is such a miserable Pokemon to fight. It's really, like, fighting... It might even be just as worse as, like, Kyogre or Palkia Zygarde. I know, all it would take is a quick dialogue box to show you that Leftovers and Shell Bell popped, or like Rain Dish popped. It just takes so long. And you know, you can even add customization. Maybe if it's going too fast, you could have you could slow it down. I mean, at this point, I don't even remember what I had before Gastrodon. We were not winning no matter what I had. I mean, Senti's Flamethrower would have been nice, but... I don't know if that would have solo carried us into a victory. Oh my god, end this battle, please. Oh my god, I think I'm being tortured right now. If I had a nickel for every time we ran into a steel type and we just had bad matchups all across the board, I'd have like $8.25. Yeah, it's so much faster without battle animations. If everybody has battle animations turned off, you should not have to see battle animations. Good crit. I think we're a little too little too late here. What's up, Crazy Lemon? I think this is a little too late here. I don't know what turn we're on, but I think we're about to get booted. Scooted and booted. Every time this happens, too, I feel like Celesteela turns into a 5 IQ idiot. Like, it could be choosing way better moves right now. Hey, there we go. Case in point. Nobody cares, Celesteela. You're ruining everyone's fun. Go home. Hey, there we go. There's a flash cannon into our fairy. I guess Celesteela took that personal. Who's the 5 IQ idiot now? Just use Waterfall already. Don't tell me what to do. I play this to have fun and get shinies, not have people in chat yell at me to you should be doing this instead. Oh look, everyone on the field is dead except me. You know what? Fucking go for Skitter Smack. Dynamax adventures or Terra raid battles? Well, it's nice to get shinies in this game. Can't really get the legendaries in Scarlet Violet. Shiny. Just use Waterfall already. Well, Jesus Christ, what a miserable end to Dynamax Adventures. Jesus Christ. Anyway, chat. I'll be back tomorrow with the Outbreak event for the Pikas. So, we'll see how that goes. I believe it's another boosted event, so... Well done facing such a tough opponent. Shut up, Janet. Anyway, chat, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with the Pikas. Good night, everybody. Bye.